Good morning, students. I invite all the 7th class students for these online classes. I hope you and your family members are well by God's grace. Dear students, I am your computer teacher, Pavana Miss. Last year in 6th standard, I hope you all enjoyed our computer class, what all we studied. Shall we recollect all those things what we have studied in last year class, 6th standard? Okay. We have studied about computer fundamentals. In computer fundamentals, we have learned so many things about the parts of the computer, how they operate, how they help us in working out of the computer. And we studied about introduction to Windows 7. We studied about MS Word 2007, formatting in MS Word 2007, advanced word processing, programming fundamentals using QBasic commands. All these things made us learn more about computer. And also we have mainly we learned about units like input unit, central processing unit and output unit, and also memory unit, control unit, arithmetic unit. We have studied all these things. We helped us so much in learning the computer science. Even this year, you all has gone to 7th standard. 7th standard also we are going to study about this year. We are going to focus on the units called Computer Fundamentals, Introduction to MS Excel 2007, Formatting and Inserting Cells, more in MS Excel 2007, QBasic 2, Animation 2, Animation in Flashes, Internet a Glance, IT applications. This year, these are the units that we are going to discuss in this whole year. For this whole year, we are going to discuss all these things. Shall we go into the lesson, children, now? Okay. For first, fine. First, we are going to, this is the chapter that we are going to study for this section, Computer Fundamentals, Chapter 1. And now, before getting into the lesson, let us see the subunits of this lesson. First, we are going to study about introduction, computer language. These are classified into two types. One is low level language and one is high level language. And third point, machine language. Fourth point, assembly language. And fifth point, advantages of high level language. Advantages of high level language and software and its types we are going to study, and we are going to study about operating systems. All these things we are going to study in this lesson. Let us get into introduction part. Introduction to computer fundamentals. We are going to study. A computer is an electronic data processing machine capable of performing millions of operations at tremendous speed. It has the capacity of storing large volume of data which can be used in future. A computer follows the instructions given by the user without any strain, self-thinking or reasoning. With the above qualities, computer can be used in almost all the fields. We need a definite language to communicate with computers. Such languages is termed computer language. A computer language consists of various symbols like characters, statements, and a proper syntax that an individual uses to communicate with the computer and vice versa. Now, computer language is basically classified into two types. We are going to study the classification now. Okay, this is the diagram that we are going to study. High level language. High level language we study basic, C, Java, etc. In lower level language we study, it's an assembler language, and we study in this is we machine and assembly languages. We are going to study in this in lower level languages. In low level language are understood by the computer in a better way. They are more capable with the hardware of the computer system and consist of binary codes and mnemonic codes. Further, a low level language is classified into machine level language. We have two types of languages in lower level. One is machine language and the other one is assembly language. Machine language is the lowest form of a computer language. This is the only language that is understood by the computer in its own form. Program coding is done in the form of binary digits, and hence it is the necessary to give instructions to the computer to perform any kind of operation in machine language, and this language is called as binary language. We see some of the differences between high and low level languages. In high level language, we see all used to solve problems, easily understood by humans, uses English like words, easy to locate and identify errors, must be translated before the computer can understand it. In low level language, it is understood by the computers without the need for translation, difficult for humans to read and understand, take up a lot of space to write down. It's difficult to spot errors in the code. So all these things we see in the low level language and high level language. So machine language is thus the program to remember all the codes of the respective machine language. The programs written in the machine language are also called as object programs. In the first generation, computers only has machine language which was used for the developing even simple programs. The advantage is that a program written in a machine language runs very fast, as no translation is required at all for machine language. The second point we see in the low level language is assembly language. Assembly language, also called as a symbolic language, was mainly developed to reduce the burden of the programmer. Thus, language uses alphanumeric symbols called mnemonics. The mnemonics are basically 2 or 4 letters written in the form which is used for performing any operation. The advantages of having to work with binary are hexadecimal, octal, and numbers were eliminated by using this language. However, the assembly language is further translated to machine language using a translator program called assembler. This language was used in second generation of computers, and the disadvantage is program written in assembly language for one computer cannot be used in any other computer. And this assembly language we study like a description, we study like additions, subtractions, multiplications, divisions, stores the values, reads the values from input device and sends the values to the output device. Whatever we type in the input and whatever we want to take it in the form of a printer, that is output device. So children, this is called a machine language that we need to understand. Now we are going to higher level language. We go to higher level language. Now first we study the introduction part of higher level language. Higher level language was developed in mid 1950s. This language is widely used by the programmers to communicate with the computer. Unlike symbolic languages, high level languages uses a combination of English words and mathematical symbols. It is very easier for us to learn and it requires a unique rule called syntax for writing statements which are specific to that language. And some of the popular high level languages are Basic, Fortran, Pascal, C, Visual Basic, C++, and Java. So like that many are there that we can learn in higher level languages. And formula translation for Fortran was the first high level language developed by IBM in 1956. And some of the advantages of high level languages are it is user friendly, it is similar to English with vocabulary of words and symbols. Therefore, it is very easier for us to learn. It requires less time to write. It is easy to maintain and it is problem oriented rather than machine based. It is a machine independent. For example, programs developed in high level languages can be run on any computer. So these are some of the advantages of high level languages. As I have already told you regarding this, we can learn Pascal, C, Visual Basic, C++, Java, icons. Okay, all these things we can learn in high level language. Now let's go to another topic called software and its type. I hope you all have uh, understood what I have told till now about assembly language, machine language, about low level language, high level language, and all these things. So now let us go to types of software. The set of instructions given to the computer in the form of a programs to do desired work is known as software. There are two types of software that we need to know in this. First one is system software and application software. Okay, now I can show you the diagram of this. This is the diagram: system application and application software. System application is divided into three units. Okay, system application, the one is operating system, then language processor, and utility software. And this application software has two units, divided into two units. One is general and specific unit. These two are similar units. So now we are going to study about the types of software. The program directly related to the computer hardware and perform tasks associated with the controlling and utilizing computer hardware. These are the programs written in the machine language code like 0s to 1s by the computer manufacturers. These programs are used to control the performance of the computer system and remains in the computer's memory as long as the system is on. For example, utilities and operating system. These two systems are very important for the system software. When it is working on the computer, the memory as long as the system is on. The first one we study is utilities. Utilities are the programs that help us speed up and specify the uses of computers. They are written to enhance the communication between user and machine to improve programming efficiency. Some of the utilities are like editor, translator, etc. We study about first point is editor. Editors are interactive system programs that allows the user to write programs, generate text, or to make a variety of changes to the text. The second point in this we are going to learn is translator. As the name denotes, these software are used to translate any high level language program into a low level language program. There are two types of translators, namely interpreter or compiler. these two are the translators for these utilities. Now, let's move to the next topic, that is called operating systems. This is also one of the very important system in the computer, operating system. And everybody knows, last year 6th class we learned that it is the brain of the computer. CPU is the brain of the computer. Okay, let us look into this operating system, what is studying. Operating system acts as an interface between the user and the computer system. They also manage the activities of the system to let the user manage the system effectively. When the computer is switched on, the operating system is the first program to be loaded in the computer memory. And some of the operating systems are MS-DOS, Windows 95, 98, Windows XP, Windows 7, 8, Mac, Android, Unix, Linux, Apple, Icon, etc. All this comes under the operating systems. And MS-DOS was the first operating system developed by Microsoft company in 1969. So these are the important operating systems that we need to learn in this lesson. Okay, children, next class we are going to study some more points in this lesson about application software. You are going to study each how it is going to work out in points. We are going to study along with the diagram, and we are going to study the concept of Unicode in this, and Unicode for alphabets A to Z, computer networks, very important that we need to learn, and types of networks we are going to learn. So all these things we are going to learn in the next class. So let us come into the assignment part, children. I hope you all understood the lesson, what your miss has taught you till now. So some of the new words that you need to learn in this lesson. I have taken only 7 words. Next time I'll take more words. Next time I'll tell you to take out new words on your own. So some of the new words I have taken. These are the words that you need to learn. First one is tremendous. TREMENDOUS. Second one, electronic. 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 Third one, machine. 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 Fourth one, compiler. COMPILER. Fifth one, desktop. 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 Sixth one, Unicode. UNICODE. Unique code. Seventh one, binary language. BINARYLANGUAGE. Language. So children, please go through these spellings and write them each one 5 times and keep on studying. Don't waste time, children. Okay, I want everyone to study and be safe in your house. Listen to your parents. Children, don't go out. Use distance in your family. Be safe. Listen to your parents. See you all in the next class again. Thank you.